Most millionaires don't win the lottery. They build wealth through discipline, decisions, and daily action. This video breaks down the exact financial habits used by self-made millionaires. Not theories, not hype, real strategies that work. Whether you're broke or just getting started, this can change everything. Let's begin with the foundation, mindset. Habit 1. Millionaires take full responsibility. They don't blame the system, the government, or their upbringing. They take ownership of their choices, even the bad ones. They believe wealth is earned, not owed. They play offense, not defense. Responsibility creates power. Blame takes it away. Habit 2. They think long-term millionaires delay gratification. They're not chasing a quick fix. They're building for decades. They plan for legacy, not lifestyle. Short-term thinking causes broke habits. Long-term vision builds generational wealth. Habit 3. They see money as a tool to the rich. Money is a means, not the end. It's a tool to create time, freedom, and opportunity. They don't chase status. They chase options. If money isn't buying you more control over your life, it's not being used right. Habit 4. They prioritize growth over comfort. Comfort keeps people average. Growth creates freedom. Millionaires read books, take courses, hire mentors. They're obsessed with becoming better every year. They track their progress like an athlete. Growth isn't optional. It's the fuel for wealth. Habit 5. They have an abundance mindset. They don't think in limits. They think in leverage. They believe money is abundant, not scarce. They look for opportunity in every problem. They see what they can create, not just what they can cut. Scarcity says, I can't afford it. Abundance says, how can I afford it? Habit 6. They focus on value, not time. Millionaires don't get rich by trading hours for dollars. They think in terms of value creation. 1 hour of their time might be worth $1,000 or more because of the results it creates. They build systems, businesses, and investments that work while they sleep. Habit 7. They take calculated risks. Millionaires are not reckless, but they are bold. They study the upside, manage the downside, then take action. They don't let fear control them. They use fear as fuel. They'd rather fail trying than regret doing nothing. Habit 8. They don't wait for permission. They don't ask if it's okay to start. They give themselves permission to take action. They launch projects, start side hustles, pitch ideas. Waiting kills more dreams than failure ever could. Habit 9. They avoid victim thinking. Victims believe life happens to them. Millionaires believe life happens because of them. They shift from why me to what now. They control what they can and adapt to the rest. No excuses, just responsibility and results. Habit 10. They trust themselves first. They build confidence by keeping promises to themselves. They take feedback, but don't let doubt rule them. They believe they're capable of figuring things out. And if they fail, they try again. Better. Habit 11. Millionaires have multiple income streams. They don't rely on just one paycheck. They build at least 3 to 7 income streams over time. That could be side hustles, dividends, royalties, or businesses. If one stream dries up, others keep flowing. They diversify for security, not just growth. Habit 12. They invest in high-income skills. Millionaires get paid for their skills, not their time. They master skills like copywriting, coding, consulting, sales. High-income skills bring leverage. One deal can pay what a job pays in months. They never stop improving their value in the marketplace. Habit 13. They solve expensive problems. Poor people look for money. Millionaires look for problems to solve. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. They ask, who needs help, and what's that worth to them? Money follows value, not effort. Habit 14. They leverage other people's time. Millionaires delegate fast. They hire people, build teams, and create systems. They know their time is too valuable for small tasks. If someone else can do it better or cheaper, they outsource it. They focus on strategy, not micromanagement. Habit 15. They work like owners, not employees. Even if they have a job, they think like the boss. They take initiative, think big picture, and bring solutions. They don't wait to be told, they lead. And when they leave the job, they build something of their own. Habit 16. They turn ideas into income. Millionaires don't just dream. They test, launch, and iterate. They monetize skills, knowledge, and content. They ask, what's the fastest way to create value and get paid? Execution is their superpower, not perfection. Habit 17. They understand sales. They know how to persuade, pitch, and close. Whether it's selling a product, a service, or a vision, they get buy-in. They know nothing moves without revenue. Sales is not pressure. It's service with confidence. Habit 18. They protect their time. Millionaires treat time like gold. They block distractions. They say no more than they say yes. They work in focused sprints, not endless busyness. Their calendar reflects their goals. Habit 19. They build. While others watch. While others binge. Netflix millionaires are building something. A business, a brand, a better body, a skill. They use nights and weekends to create leverage. They know freedom comes later, but they start now. Habit 20. They never depend on one employer. One boss equals 1 point of failure. Millionaires protect themselves by creating options. A second income stream. A freelance skill. A business plan. They control their income, not the company. Habit 21. Millionaires pay themselves. First before bills. Before rent. Before Netflix. Millionaires set money aside the moment it comes in. They treat savings like a non-negotiable bill. They automate it so they don't rely on willpower. Habit 22. They track every dollar. They know exactly where their money goes. They use apps, spreadsheets, or simple notes, but they track it. Awareness creates control. Guessing leads to overspending. Habit 23. They live below their means. Even when rich millionaires avoid lifestyle creep. Just because they can buy something doesn't mean they do. They spend like the middle class, save like the wealthy. Luxury comes last, not first. Habit 24. They avoid bad debt. Like the plague. Millionaires don't swipe credit cards for clothes and takeout. They avoid interest payments that steal their wealth. If they borrow, it's for growth, not gratification. They understand the cost of debt and respect it. Habit 25. They use debt to their advantage. Not all debt is bad. Millionaires use good debt to buy assets, not liabilities. They borrow to invest in real estate, businesses, and cash flow projects. Bad debt takes money out. Good debt puts money in. Habit 26. They buy based on ROI, not emotion. Millionaires don't impulse buy. They ask, will this give me a return? Whether it's a course, a car, or a vacation, it has to add value. If it doesn't grow their life or business, they skip it. Habit 27. They keep a gap between income and expenses. It's not about how much they make, it's about how much they keep. Millionaires widen the gap between what they earn and what they spend. That's their freedom gap, and it keeps growing. Habit 28. They delay gratification. They don't rush to impress people with cars, watches, or brands. They know patience builds power. They'll rent a cheap apartment if it means owning 5 buildings later. They delay now to dominate later. Habit 29. They budget with purpose. Millionaires don't just budget to save. They budget to align their money with their mission. Every dollar has a job. Build, grow, protect. Their money doesn't just sit. It works. Habit 30. They use systems, not willpower. They don't rely on motivation. They use automatic transfers, scheduled bill payments, and savings rules. Money flows through a system, and the system creates success. Discipline is built in,